SuperTalk Mississippi media production.
Are you a business owner looking for help with HR benefits and payroll? MWG Employer Services offers a wide range of services and can create a custom plan that fits your needs and budget.
I was so overwhelmed with HR stuff. MWG Employer Services took all the stress out of it and even set up my payroll. I couldn't be happier. MWG
Employer Services is here to help you succeed. Call us today at 601-206-7966 or go to mwgemployerservices.com.
You're listening to Sports Talk Mississippi On Demand, presented by Pearl River Resort. Escape to Choctaw, Mississippi and enjoy world-class gaming, the Dancing Rabbit Golf Club, and Geyser Falls Water Park. Escape to Pearl River Resort.
Sports Talk Mississippi is on the air. Sports Talk Mississippi is powered by C Spire. Power your home or business with C Spire Fiber. To learn more, visit supertalk.fm/C Spire. C Spire Fiber powers SuperTalk Mississippi. To the junction, in the Grove, and to the top. This is Sports Talk Mississippi. On your radio and in the game, right here on Super Talk Mississippi.
It is officially day one of the offseason as we welcome you into Sports Talk Mississippi. I'm Michael Borkey. He's Brian Hadad. Nobody in the state of Mississippi is going to play a sport, at least at the Division I collegiate level, until the end of August when the soccer teams actually get us started. I believe that is correct. I think soccer starts first. Football will start in early September. So we've got some time to kill, but we're not just going to kill time. We're not going to sit here and scroll on our phones or put YouTube on the TV for the kids while we waste away or whatever. No, we're going to bring you some good shows. I'm excited about the fun we're going to have this summer. Obviously, we have Media Days coming up next month, but also a new feature that we're going to do starting tomorrow that you'll hear about tomorrow. Our top 5 will get started today. And hey, that's going to laugh because it's a negative one. I'm getting us started negative, kind of. We'll have fun with that. We'll continue our countdown of 100 teams in 100 days. We've got a lot to talk about today. The latest update in the Sorsby saga. The saga's over. It is over. It has ended.
It's over. It's like it never happened.
So we will talk about that and more with you guys on this edition of Sports Talk Mississippi. So glad that you're here.
We're glad that you're here with us in the Pearl River Resort Studios. Hey, Brendan Sorsby, go to Pearl River Resort. Totally fine now. No problems.
You can do it now.
Head over to the sports book at Timeout Lounge and, man, make wagers to your heart's content. And afterwards, you can get a great meal and you can get a great show and you can go play some golf. You got it all. The world is your oyster, Brendan. Enjoy it at Pearl River Resort. PearlRiverResort.com is the place to book your stay. C Spire text line is open to you at 601-879-4395. With C Spire, it's easier than ever to get all the devices you want in one move with the Ultimate Connect bundle. Right now, new and current customers can get a free phone, watch, and tablet, plus 100 gigs of data for just $90. That includes the new iPhone 17 or the Samsung Galaxy S26 for free, and a free smartwatch and tablet to go with it. So don't wait. There's more to see. Visit cspire.com or stop by your local C Spire store today. C Spire, inspired by you.
First text of the show. Steelers fan myself, but I know you two are beside yourselves with the return of Cam Jordan to the Saints. Yeah, I was
very happy.
I kind of figured this was always going to happen. I didn't think that he was going to get a big enough offer to end his career somewhere else unless he just wanted a ring chase, but he's already got one of those. And so, no, he was drafted in 2010, wasn't he?
He was drafted after the Super Bowl.
So he doesn't have one.
Doesn't have one. But he knows that
he chose not
Tyler
to ring chase.
Shuck
is going to bring him one.
It's going to happen this year.
I always kind of figured, love starting the show with an inaccuracy, is what it is. We're tellers, not spellers, if you will. But I always kind of figured this was going to be the end result. It still is a relief to see it happen. He needs to end his career as a Saint. It's almost like he is, in a way, like New Orleans Saints football. especially in the post-Breeze era. When you think Saints, it's Cam Jordan. He is like the franchise guy. He's the model of the franchise.
It's him and Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited that he's back. 1-year deal, incentive laden. He was still really good last year. No reason to think he'll fall off a cliff. And I hated losing DeMario Davis, but keeping Cam Jordan back, that was something that needed to happen. So I'm excited for it.
Somebody says, just don't bet on the Browns when they draft you.
Well, you got to be careful with that.
Man, somebody says, let's talk U.S. Open. I'm fired up for it. I might reach out to our friend Jim Gallagher, see if he'll give us some time this week to talk some U.S. Open. Jackson Suber in the field. Tee Times got released today. Shinnecock Hills looks brutal. I saw Michael Kim. You guys may not know who that is. He's just, good player, but he's just a guy on tour. He always goes, especially on big events, and shares a lot of inside baseball, if you will, about the courses and certain holes that stand out and stuff like that. There's a handful of greens that you might see a player rage quit. Remember when Phil hit a moving ball, like he putted a ball, he hated it, he ran up and hit it again? That might happen this week. I think it's the 11th hole. They are having a hard time keeping their putts on the green. Like, they can't keep the putts on the green. They're going to be miserable, and I can't wait for that. I love watching these spoiled golf babies complain about course conditions. Oh, it makes me so happy. Carnage. I want it badly this week.
Well, perhaps you'll get it.
Perhaps we'll get it. So we'll look at the tee times and stuff later, but I'll reach out to Jim. I'll actually send him a message during the commercial break, see if he's got some time. I know the Golf Channel is working him hard lately, so he may not have time, but he's getting more and more assignments, and he's on the road a good bit, so we'll see. But the story of the day is the end of the saga that we've been talking about a lot lately, the high-profile transfer quarterback from Cincinnati to Texas Tech, Brendan Sorsby. He was down to LSU and Texas Tech. He got a big, fat deal to go play at Texas Tech, and a lot of people thought that they were maybe a fringe national title contender because of the quality of the quarterback that they picked up in the portal. You guys know the rest. It came out that while he was at Indiana and Cincinnati, he was betting on sports. At least 9,000 bets, including bets on his own team. And that's a big no-no. The NCAA says, well, you can't play. That is absolutely against our rules. The punishment for that is you can't play. He goes and finds a local judge in Texas to grant him an injunction. And he won, allowing him to play this season. And then the Attorney General of Texas, who's running for Senate, more on Cross in the mornings, decided to step in and threaten to sue the Big 12 and everybody if they tried to stop him from playing. Bad political move, as it turns out. Again, more on Cross in the mornings. But then some other attorneys general came in and said, actually, no, we're on the Big 12 side here. The Big 12 fires back. They file a suit of their own. And that apparently was enough to start this. Brendan Sorsby is applying and will enter the NFL supplemental draft, a complete reversal, ending his eligibility saga with the NCAA. He is leaving Texas Tech, and he will pursue the NFL. Now, what is the supplemental draft? You may be wondering. It's for guys that are not eligible to play college football this season, but did not know it until after the NFL draft. So it's a very small number of guys. It's guys that could not play college football this year, but did not know they couldn't until after the draft, preventing them from entering the draft. That is the supplemental draft, and if you want to pick a player in the supplemental draft, it does cost you a pick in this coming draft. That's what this is. He is entering that. He will, if the NFL allows him to, somebody will take him if they're allowed, and he will play in the NFL instead of college football this season. Whoa. Well, let's stop there for a second. Whoa, what a reversal from just this time yesterday.
I think that it's quite obvious that word had gotten to Texas Tech that the fallout from this was not going to be worth, the juice was not going to be worth the squeeze on this one. That possibly could have been kicked out of. I think being dismissed from the Big 12 was a legitimate option. I think that was something that was on the table. The rest of the conference would have voted them out and said, absolutely not will we do this. I think that the NCAA was going to try to hammer them. I think it was going to be a situation where, like, guys, we just got to play somebody else. This is not worth this. So they moved on. They'll try to make it like they were the good guys in all this. They absolutely were not. They were the villains, but they will try to make it out as, well, we decided, we came to this conclusion. We were just trying to do what was best for our student athletes, which is a lie. And that's where we're going. I think the Big 12 made it really clear. It's like, we're going to win this lawsuit, and when we do, you're not going to play football this year if this kid plays. And I think that's where they were headed.
Yeah, reading about this last night, you're exactly right. It certainly sounds like the Big 12's suit against this was going to be a killer for Texas Tech. And that's what led to this. Cody Campbell, the billionaire that's backing Ted Cruz and all these people, who, by the way, released a statement. I ended up reading it. It was super long. The amount of times he used I and me in the statement regarding Texas Tech and Sorsby was pretty telling, by the way. He thinks he's the main character in all of this. This didn't Sorsby didn't just decide, you know what, I'm going to go to the draft. No, this is the result of it being obvious, like you just said, it was going to go really poorly for them.
I agree. I think that's the situation and I think they were made aware of it. That they were like, hey, if we push forward with this, you might not play football this year.
And that's a good thing for a big reason, and we'll tell you why when we come back. Sports Talk Mississippi, just getting started.
From the or Sports Talk Mississippi.
It's go time.
Sports Talk Mississippi.
Well, say something.
Super Talk Mississippi.
Welcome back. Sports Talk Mississippi. Michael Borkey, Brian Hadad with you. I was about to say Sporky, and I caught myself. I was about to say it.
Sporky talk. Why not?
We're talking about Brendan Sorsby ending the drama. He actually withdrew his lawsuit that he won the injunction, but withdrew that today to go ahead and clear the path for him to enter the supplemental draft. A few questions on the text line, and then we'll get to a little bit more of our reaction. One, how does the NIL situation work in the Sorsby case? He had to have already spent some of the money. I saw he got veneers this spring. I'm sure he did. Does he owe them money back, or is the contract just stop as of when the situation started? Yes, so he will not owe any money back. Whatever he has been paid to this point, he will get to keep. But this does, moving forward, Texas Tech won't pay him anymore.
Yeah.
And they're not going to try to seek,
That would be something if they were like, we need to get the money back that we gave you because you didn't actually play for us.
And then the next question, will the NFL take Sorsby? That is a really good question.
I read a couple of things today that, somebody will take him. It'll be like a third or fourth round pick.
Oh, no, a team will take him. He's asking about will the league
actual
allow
NFL.
It? My answer is yes, after he serves some kind of suspension.
I don't even know if that suspension is they need to have some stuff in his contract about, the league may mandate, hey, he's got to go to counseling before he can do so and so.
Because, what is it? Keyshawn Booty, not Butte, but Booty, he got caught and arrested as part of a gambling operation where he was using fake names or somebody else's name to place bets. Mm-hmm. And it was while he was at LSU.
I remember this, yeah.
But it did not get discovered when he was at LSU.
Right.
But the charges were dropped. He had to do all kinds of counseling, stuff like that. But he is still in the NFL. He did not bet on NFL games while in the NFL, which is probably why he is. If he bet on the league while in the league, he'd be done.
Yeah.
So that's the precedent that this sets. So probably he's going to be allowed to play. But as Hadad said, yes, there's going to be a lot of scrutiny on him. His devices will be audited. He will have to deal with more than what other regular players deal with, because I said this on Twitter last night, and people misinterpreted it some. Gambling is different. Gambling is different than DUIs. Yeah. Gambling is different than an assault charge. Those things are bad. Don't get me wrong here. But a guy can get in a bar fight and knock another guy out and serve his punishment, pay the fine, go to jail for 30 days. Rashee Rice just got out of jail after 30 days.
Yeah.
And you don't have the fans questioning whether or not the game was rigged.
Those
if
things
that guy still plays.
Don't affect the integrity of the game. Yes, they are terrible things, and in the grand scheme of life, they are worse than gambling. 100%. It is worse to get into a fight and beat someone up, to abuse your spouse, to do drugs. All of that is worse than gambling.
Yes.
But in terms of the business of football, and what the business of football is predicated on, the biggest thing is that the games aren't rigged.
Mm-hmm.
They are legitimate. You can't have somebody in there who you think puts that into question. I understand that.
The next question I have, when did Cincinnati know? Did they know?
That's an interesting point that I don't think enough people have brought up.
Because the NCAA needs to set their sights on the Cincinnati football program. Because how did the NCAA find out that Brendan Sorsby was placing bets, by the way?
Yeah.
How'd they find out? Did somebody at Cincinnati tip them off to that after he decided to leave? When did they know? And
makes you wonder if that's like a jilted lover thing kind of happening. Oh, he's getting in the portal. We need to leak this.
And if they know, they need to be shot to the moon for it. Like NCAA-wise. And the third thing, and I think this is the most important thing, this is a huge win for those of you that want rules and structure in college sports. Because another story that came out last night was that the Save College Sports bill written by Ted Cruz, funded by Texas Tech's billionaire, they made revisions, but not the good ones. So the bill is essentially still, in a way, kind of targeting the SEC and the Big Ten. It's not going to pass. So they made revisions, but not the right ones. It's still not going to pass, okay? Yeah. So we're back to square one. However, the Big 12 decided to step in and say, no, we are enforcing rules here, and they won. This, I think, can open the door for conferences to be able to set rules and enforce them. And think about it this way. Because we talk about collective bargaining a lot, and that's really hard to do when you've got 130 football teams. But could the SEC collectively bargain with their 16 football teams? And separately, the Big Ten do it with their 18 football teams? And so on and so forth. And yeah, the conferences are, they're different, but you can now, at least in this one case, a conference can enforce its own rules against a local judge. That happened. So does this embolden Greg Sankey and Tony Petitti and these commissioners to say, you know what? All of us can govern ourselves separately, but let's make the rule like our rules, where we're all compliant, where we're comfortable competing against each other, but we operate independently. I'm not smart enough to understand if this will cover it or not, but if you have 4 power conferences that all govern themselves, doesn't that clear antitrust issues? I think it could, if I understand it correctly. Maybe this is the path forward, and the Big 12 putting their foot down open the possibility of the conferences enforcing themselves, and if they do it equal enough, they don't need Ted Cruz backed by a billionaire. Here's our path to enforcement.
I don't know.
That it's encouraging, I think.
I think so, but I don't know.
It's encouraging to me that a conference was able to put its foot down against a local judge and win. I like the precedent that this sets.
It's a good precedent. It's a good precedent. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I just don't know, man. I I feel like some rules get picked to be selected and some don't. There's a lot of selective enforcement of the rules. I never know. I never know.
Yeah.
With what's going to happen with the NCAA. You just don't know when you wake up in the morning what the NCAA is going to give you each day.
Yeah. Somebody says, what's the difference between Sorsby and Chambliss? Well, there are similarities in that the NCAA ruled against them, and they found a local judge to change that ruling. That is basically where the similarities stop. Brendan Sorsby bet on his own team, a universally big time, you can't do it in high-level sports thing. The NFL doesn't allow it. The NBA doesn't allow it. Major League Baseball obviously famously doesn't allow it. You can't do that. That is a universally held thing. The argument that Chambliss made, to a local judge, of course, was the reporting threshold for medical red shirts in Division II are different than Division I. Had he stayed in Division II, he would have gotten an extra year. But since he went Division I, the NCAA arbitrarily ruled against him in a medical red shirt where they're granting other medical red shirts for similar reasons. So what they argued in court was that the NCAA's rules, they were applying arbitrarily and unfairly. That's what they argued. You can agree or disagree with the argument in its validity. That doesn't matter. I'm not trying to change your mind on that. Mm-hmm. That is what they argued, though, that the NCAA is not consistent in the enforcement of their rules. That is not what Sorsby argued. They just argued, I gambled, but my feelings are hurt, so let me play. And they did. Both of them motivated by trying to get a good quarterback eligible by any means necessary. One of them bet on his own team. The other, had he stayed at Division II, would have been given the extra year because the NCAA has unequal standards for reporting. Those are your main differences. One of them has more validity than the other. But also, if Trinidad Chambliss was the third-string quarterback, they wouldn't have fought it. That's fair to say. You know, nobody's going to argue against that. They did it because he can help them win games. Of course. Of course.
Simple as that. It is absolutely as simple as that.
But that is, that's your difference. Good texts on the text line here. We'll get to some of those when we come back. This is a crazy story. College football, man. I'm just glad that we're going to get to do a top 5 today, and we got a Power 4 team on the countdown. CBS put a ranking out there of the best skill position players in college football we'll get to. So now that this saga's basically over after today, Hadad just gets to do what he wants.
I can talk about ball.
You just talk about football again. What a great concept. We'll be back shortly.
From the Seabrook Hut, it's time for more Sports Talk Mississippi.
Finally.
On SuperTalk Mississippi, the SuperTalk app, and at supertalk.fm.
Welcome back, Sports Talk Mississippi. This text triggered a reminder to me to bring this up, actually, so I'm glad you did this. Said I was thinking about this the other day, and it ties into the conference collective bargaining. Does the SEC and other conferences take over the group of 5 and have sub-conferences? You could have relegation and promotion, which would be fun. You are exactly right. It would be fun.
It would be fun. It would never happen. It would never happen. Nobody's going to sign an agreement where if you're Mississippi State, if you're South Carolina, I'm just using the teams that have been on the bottom of the SEC the past few years, Arkansas, Kentucky. none of those teams are going to sign a deal where they might lose a $70 million a year check. It's just not going to happen.
Especially not at the college level, but at the pro level.
Well, at the pro level, I mean, I saw Potch talking about that today.
I was going to bring that up. I've got the quote right here. So I'm glad you texted this. The World Cup is obviously on the mind of a lot of people. Maybe not all of you, but a lot of people. And Mauricio Pochettino, the head coach of the United States men's national team, who, by the way, apparently his message to the team today was we. He said we, by the way. He's from Argentina, but he said, we are Americans. We don't take four-letter word.
Yeah.
I love that messaging, and I love that he's saying we. I know he's leaving after this World Cup, but
he might not leave.
He may not.
He didn't get the Milan job.
But he was asked about the cultural differences coaching the American players as opposed to coaching overseas. And here's it was a long quote. It was really well thought out about, structure versus, free flowing, and how his style is more free flowing, and American soccer teaches, run here, pass here, as opposed to be creative, use your skill and your mind. Anyway, but here's a money quote. American sports rewards losers. Soccer is different. If you reward those who don't win, if you don't have goals, you don't fight. If I lose, what happens? Nothing. They just fire the coach. The American player is disciplined, but with a sense of complacency that isn't good in soccer. It took us a year and a half to change that mentality. And he is exactly right. I don't know. People are, this article says this is generated criticism. I haven't seen that myself. He is exactly right. American sports does reward losers. The worst team in the NFL.
Get the first pick.
They get the first pick in the draft.
They get the easiest schedule, too.
They get the easiest schedule. Tanking is celebrated by fans, and he's exactly right. What happens to an NBA team, an NFL team, an NHL team, an MLB team when the team performs poorly? What happens? Like he said, they fire the coach.
They get the chance to draft the best player next year.
They draft the player. They fire the coach, but they draft the best player. The ownership doesn't change. Nothing changes. They still make billions of dollars a year. If we had promotion and relegation, our professional sports league-wide would be better. Mm-hmm. It would be more entertaining. You would have a better product night in, night out.
If you're like somebody like, what's an MLB team that's just been bad? The A's right now, right? If we told them that, hey, if you finish last this year, next year you'll be in AAA. You don't get any MLB TV money. We'll bring up the Brooklyn Cyclones or the Huntsville Trash Pandas or whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
And yeah.
And you've got players on bad teams that they give up, man. I watch a lot of basketball. Mm-hmm. I watch a team that is eliminated from the playoffs by January, basically every year. Those guys don't give maximum effort every night.
Yeah.
They don't.
And think about like a baseball team. Like in game, you're 38 games out of first. There's a few weeks left in the season. It's game 145. What are you doing?
You're just trying.
You're just trying not to get hurt. It's like, I just don't want to get hurt.
But if they don't play their hardest, it means that, like you said, they have to go play at Spokane, El Paso next year. Well, those are their road games.
And that happens in the Premier League, right? When they sometimes they elevate. A couple years ago when Luton Town was in the Premier League. I mean, their stadium is in the middle of like a neighborhood. It's like the visitor interest. Like, all right, you go past Bill's house and then you're in the stadium.
You got to cut between two condos.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of what it is sometimes. And so somebody made the comment about, imagine if you won the championship and you got to be the first pick. Well, I'd go the other way. Be like, there's just no draft.
Yeah, you figure that out, I guess.
You just say,
but
you just like if Team X wants to spend to get the best player, they get it. And
that's how they do it, right over there?
Yeah, there's no draft. They have an academy system. They do have like a minor league within their own teams.
Okay.
But,
we already kind of have that now.
You could do that. Imagine if, like, at age 7 or 8, you had NFL people watching Pee Wee football. They're like, okay, that kid, he has some potential. Let's bring him into our academy system. Now he plays for the Saints 8 and under team.
Yeah, and we have college football and high school football that is
it's kind of like that. But they could have a bigger say in that, I guess. But that's just how that works over there. There's no draft. You know, if Mbappe wants to leave Real Madrid, he'll just leave. He'll force it. He'll force his way out. Somebody will have to pay Real Madrid $400 million, but they'll get it.
I love that he said that, by the way. I don't know. It's not going to spark any change, but especially baseball. Baseball needs this in the worst way. Now, they're going towards a labor dispute. They're going to try to get a salary cap and stuff. That's going to be kind of ugly coming up. Mm-hmm. But think about the Pirates fan out there. Your ownership is not trying to win, and they never will.
Right.
They never will try to compete at the highest level, ever. Promotion and relegation would force them to. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what we all want?
And what's interesting is, like, in the English system, you have some clubs that their business model is, let's try to get to the Premier League for a year or two, get those big checks. Then we have to go back down because we can't sustain it, but we can easily keep going back up. We're trying to stay up there as long as we can, but, you know, we're not going to be Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, right?
Sure.
So it's like, can we finish 15th 7 years in a row? That'll be great for us. But it's kind of funny, like for some of those clubs, being in the Premier League is being the champions. That's their championship. Yeah. It's just staying up. It's just what they want year after year. And then eventually you have some clubs like Bournemouth, Brighton, you know, who was it this year? Aston Villa, clubs that have been relegated in the past, but that now they've been in the top tier long enough. They have some stability and they're competitive.
He's on to something.
Yeah.
He is on to something. Are you going to watch along on Friday? You going to have it up? I'm
watching right now, so yeah. I'll definitely watch the Americans.
What game is it right now?
France and Senegal. France are leading 1-0.
Interesting.
1-0. Senegal has been really good. They've had some chances, but it's France. I mean, they have Mbappe. Mbappe, of course, is the one who scored. They have Mbappe and Michael Olise, the two of the best players in the world right now. And Dembele, who just came off. So, 2-0.
Oh, wow.
Barcola just came on and he scores. Wow. So yeah. I was, in the first half, I was like, is this going to be another Spain situation here? Senegal's a better team, but the two favorites going to go scoreless draw, but France has turned it on here in the second half.
Daniel Tosh has a bit about how he starts his jokes with mass appeal, and by the end, there's like three people that laugh.
Yeah.
That was what that segment was. Started with mass appeal, by the end,
started with college football. By the end, we're like, Ousmane Dembele. He's the Ballon d'Or winner. What do you want? He's a good player. So, that's the way that it works. Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, I've kept up. I've watched almost every game. I will definitely be watching the Americans on Friday.
It's so funny still to see how people that actually show up here realize that everything the media told them was wrong. And also, I love that all these European people go to like NRG Stadium in Houston and think it's some kind of cathedral. Mm-hmm. It's a nice stadium.
I've been there.
The ownership wants to tear it down and build a new one.
Yeah, it's not even 30 years old.
And you've got these people from overseas that are like, this is the greatest stadium I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like
the only stadium that's like that over there is the Tottenham Stadium. That's like a NFL kind of stadium. Mm-hmm. I mean, Old Trafford, as great as it is, it's an old stadium. Chelsea Chelsea Stadium is 40,000 people. It's
wild.
Old. It's been there since the 60s. So
yeah, we have
That's what happens when you build into a neighborhood. You can't just knock it down and start fresh. You got to have a whole new thing there.
It's almost like we here in the States get sports right. Our sports infrastructure is pretty darn good, as it turns out. Good stuff. Sports Talk Mississippi. We'll be back.
Mississippi. Your all-access pass to all things sports in Mississippi. Sports Talk Mississippi on the SuperTalk app, your local SuperTalk station, and at supertalk.fm.
Back here on Sports Talk Mississippi, Brian Hadad and Michael Borkey here with you on what is today? It's Tuesday. It's been a long week and it's only Tuesday, Borkey. I don't know how quite I feel about that.
Not good.
It's not.
Hey, Dad, we're day one of the offseason. You're already talking about it's a long day, buddy.
Yeah. We got a long way to go. Listen, I want to let you guys know that starting tomorrow, for the next few weeks, we're going to be inviting some of the great chefs around the city of Jackson to join us from 3:20 through to about now for the next few weeks. Just going to be 2 days a week starting tomorrow. This is brought to you by our friends over at Visit Jackson. Jackson, Mississippi, the city with soul, is inviting everyone, locals and visitors alike, to join us at Jackson's table and stay a while. Wherever you sit, you're in for something good. Go to visitjackson.com/JXN Stable for more. JXN's Table. Okay. That doesn't look right. JXN Stable is how it is, but it's supposed to be Jackson's Table. For more info on what's cooking in the city with soul. So tomorrow at 3:20, we're going to be joined by Gino Lee. He is the owner of the famous Big Apple Inn in Jackson. We're going to talk to him about some pig ear sandwiches. I'm excited to get Borky's thoughts. Borky, have you ever eaten a pig ear sandwich?
I have not. The plan is to go tomorrow.
All right.
And have one.
Yeah. And you let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be starting tomorrow. We'll have a couple of chefs on with us every week all the way through the off-season. So there's a little extra off-season content for you guys. Talk about some of the great restaurants down there in the capital city.
Mentioned it a second ago. We'll real quick. We'll do
real quick.
We'll do the golf minute here, and then turn the page and get to our top five to start the next hour. U.S. Open starting on Thursday. Jackson Suber, the Ole Miss alum, qualified.
Where are we playing this?
Shinnecock Hills. Shinnecock Hills on Long Island. It took the media this morning, so they have a media shuttle from the media hotel to the course.
Sure.
I think it was a 13-mile drive. They got on the shuttle at 5:30. They didn't get to the course until 8.
Say that again.
So if I remember the timeline correctly, they got on the shuttle at 5:30 this morning. It was
13-mile drive.
13-mile drive, and it took them 2.5 hours to get to the golf course.
You could walk 13 miles.
It's going to be – I don't know how the players are going to –
So why?
The infrastructure is just not there for an event of this size, and it's taking –
Why are they playing it there then?
The venue's amazing. It's just like the road.
They've done U.S. Opens at Shinnecock before, haven't we? Well,
it's
has
just
this always
roads
been the
and
case?
Logistics and stuff is just
right,
creating problems.
Whatever y'all say.
Jackson Suber on Thursday morning, 5:45 Central is when he will tee off. He's the second group off. 5:45 Central.
Gross.
For Jackson Suber. He's playing with Ethan Fang, the Oklahoma State golfer, the amateur. He is a great player. And then a guy I've never heard of, Jaden Shaper. In his group. So he will be teeing off there. Some notables, Brooks Koepka, Cam Young, Chris Gotterup all in a group together. That's a good one. Rory and Ludwig Oberg and Tommy Fleetwood. That's a very familiar Euro-themed group there. Scotty Scheffler's playing with last year's champion J.J. Spawn. Aaron Rai, Colin Morikawa, Jason Day in a group. Bryson, Victor Hovland, and Matt Fitzpatrick in a group. Justin Thomas, Hideki Matsuyama, Xander Schauffele, Justin Rose, Jordan Spieth, John Rahm all in a group. Those are kind of your notables there this week. 15 to 20 mile an hour winds Thursday, possibly up to 40. And hey, Dad, the thing about this property, there is nothing blocking the wind. No trees, no buildings, nothing. So
at least no one will be arrested at this year's U.S. Open when they're driving in. You don't know that.
It may happen.
Could easily happen. If you're telling me it's taking you 2.5 hours to drive 13 miles, there's a great chance of road rage. Bryson's just going to be like, I can't take this.
I mean, that is still one of the most bizarre sports stories.
We'll never top that one. That was an incredible one.
And in the police report, he writes that his pants.
Yeah.
He scraped the officer scraped his pants.
That's right. Needed to get reimbursed.
And still, I've always liked Scotty after that because he didn't pull the, don't you know who I am? Like, do you guys understand what you're doing? He did none of that. He just, okay, yes, sir, I'll sit in the car. Yeah. Officer asks, are you here for the tournament? He's like, you could say that.
One way to put it.
I mean, imagine Jeff Lebby getting arrested on the way into the stadium before a game
incredible.
this year.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Golding's just trying to walk in.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, sir. You can't. I'm the head coach. I think I know what Lane Kiffin looks like. Beat it, buddy. Oh my gosh, that'd be good content. I'll just put it that way.
All right, top 5. We did it last summer. You guys liked it. I got a few DMs on Twitter asking if we were bringing it back. So we are. Today's top 5. Your least favorite things, or the things you like the least, or the things you hate the most, whatever, about college football season. Your top 5 least favorite things about college football season. We will do that after the news. Hour 1 in the book, Sports Talk Mississippi. Top 5 when we come back.
It's happening in Mississippi sports. You'll hear about it first, right here. Sports Talk Mississippi.
We're back here on Sports Talk Mississippi. I'm Brian Hadad. He is Michael Borkey. We're in the Pearl River Resort Studios. The weekend is going to be upon us quicker than you think. Like I said, it's been a long week, which means the weekend is going to drag a bit. But we'll get here. And you're going to need to get outside. And you're going to need to get that yard looking its best. And we have a simple question for you. Are you working your property? Are you working your yard? Or is your yard working you? Because if that's the answer, well, then you need to go see our friends over at Ag Up. Right now, they're making it easier than ever to own a John Deere compact tractor with 0% financing on 1 through 4 series models. But even if you don't have a piece of land big enough for a tractor, whatever the size of your land is, Ag Up has something for you. 15 locations throughout the state of Mississippi. That means they're easy to find. They're nearby. And you can always just go to the website, agup.com. They're going to help you find the right piece of equipment right now for your property and for your budget. Ag Up Equipment and John Deere, built for what's next. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details. What's up on Sports Talk Mississippi? We're about to do our first top 5 of the offseason. Plus, a little later, we're going to spend some big money on our when we get to the 100 teams in 100 days. Yeah. Big money's coming.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I believe that. What a place to choose from.
Yeah.
In this one. All right, top 5 least favorite, things you like the least about college football season. Already some messages coming in. Tell us on the C Spire text line, 601-879-4395. Your top 5. Brian Hadad, your number 5.
My number 5 is, this is really, I don't know if Ole Miss fans do this a lot. Ole Miss fans tend to be a pretty optimistic group. That's something I've made fun of them for in years past when I knew their team wasn't going to be good. Now they have reason. But State fans do this a lot, and it drives me batty. Wondering aloud if good players are going to transfer.
Yes.
Drives me insane. I remember, and he ended up transferring, but that's not the point of this story. Creed Whittemore. Remember his first game at Mississippi State? He had like a couple of touchdowns. I mean, he wasn't all the way into the end zone before someone was tweeting at me. It's like, you think he'll go in the portal? Like, can you just enjoy having the player on your roster? If he goes in the portal, he goes in the portal. But I guarantee you, Kamario Taylor against ULM, 275 yards passing, 125 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns. I have to pay a lot to keep him next year. I don't want to hear it. That's number 5.
My number 5 is, it's like the Kirk Ferentz rule, but punting on 4th and short and plus territory.
Yes.
If you are in opponent's territory and it's 4th down and short and you punt the football to them, there's no decision a coach can make on the field that angers me more than that one. And almost always the punt goes in the end zone, so you gained about 15 yards in field position.
No one should punt. From the 45 in, no punt.
No punt. Kick a field goal or go for it.
Yeah. I agree.
That drives me absolutely insane. And that happens a lot more in college than it does the NFL. You have uber conservative college coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, who was it last year that punted from like the 36-yard line?
Sylvester Croom did it. I know that. He punted from the 35. What killed me is he went for it from like the 48, but then he punted from the 35. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so that's my number 5. Punting in plus territory on 4th and short. What's your number 4?
Good one. Number 4. Maybe, again, specific to me, the sound system at Davis Wade Stadium. It is awful. Look, they finally fixed the lights last year. The lights were great. But my gosh, if you've ever been to a game at Davis Wade Stadium, I'm about to give you an example of what you'll hear. First down for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10. Pass incomplete. Intended for Thompson. That's what it sounds like. Like, guys.
Is the music that way too?
Oh, yeah, the music. You can't hear anything. You can't hear anything. They got to fix that. I'm hoping that's on Zach Selman's to-do list this year. It needs to be. That sound system is an embarrassment. There are 1A high school football stadiums with better sound than the Davis Wade Stadium. So that's, again, just specific to me, but it's my top 5. It's my top 5.
Number 4, extra point, commercial, kickoff, commercial. I don't want the government to step in to college sports. Maybe Ted Cruz can put that in his bill somewhere.
Can we put a rider on the bill?
Yeah. Can we slap that in there?
Like, you're not allowed to take a commercial break within 60 seconds of the previous commercial break under any circumstances. So if there's an injury, you just got to talk through it.
Talk through it. Extra point commercial, kickoff commercial should be punishable by some kind of crime.
Mm-hmm.
It violates some amendment.
What about this? Touchdown review. Commercial for review. Come back. Touchdowns upheld. Extra point commercial. Kickoff commercial.
You're making me mad.
You're
making me angry because that happens.
That is a thing that can happen. It happens. It absolutely happens.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. Week 2 Heisman favorites. I want to know who had Fernando Mendoza as their Heisman favorite in Week 2 last year. All right, who had Travis Hunter as the Week 2 Heisman favorite? What are we doing? It's so annoying. Last year, if we had out the Heisman in Week 2, John Mateer would have that trophy right now.
Kenny Trill would have won the Heisman.
Kenny Hill, yeah. Dak Prescott might have one. To be honest with you. It's just so annoying, and when we get to number 1, it's kind of the same thing. It's like nobody's just willing to let the season happen. Like, let's enjoy it week to week, and then when we get to the end, we'll talk about who the best guy was. Like, I understand people have the jobs to do and they got to make content, and I get it, but my goodness, there's nothing worse than if a Power 5 quarterback has 400 passing yards against directional state U. That guy, he's going to be in the Heisman conversation all year long. 3 weeks later, he throws 3 picks against Alabama, and you never hear from him again.
It's going to be Sam Leavitt.
Well, we'll see.
Because he's going to light up Clemson, because who won't?
Yeah, that's true.
Number 3 for me, morning kickoffs. Morning kickoffs. Now, if you got nothing to do on a Saturday and your team's not playing at 11 a.m., I'm sure you enjoy that. I think it should be against the rules for a game to kick off if the sun is still rising above your stadium. If the sun is still on its way up, the ball cannot get kicked off. Until that sun stops rising, the game cannot get started. That is my rule. Morning kickoffs, they stink out loud.
What is the morning? 11 a.m.?
Yes.
Oh,
you cannot have a game kickoff before noon. Noon local.
I guess.
The East Coast gets noon.
Yeah, I know you're not
Why
wrong.
don't we in Central Time get noon?
I mean, I get it.
And they complain. They have the audacity on the East Coast to complain about noon kickoffs. They complain about them.
Yeah.
It's like you guys have no idea how important that extra hour is.
Yeah.
Morning kickoffs. Number two.
Again, maybe just specific to me. Burner accounts on Twitter after games. The worst.
Oh,
like,
geez.
you ever
During games.
Have you ever looked at the the final score graphic of the team that loses? It's nothing but
brutal.
It's the other team's burner account showing up. Your pathetic team was humiliated by Mike Elko. Thanks, 69 Ag. We appreciate you. It's so annoying. And by the way, and then you have these same people. I'm just going to take a minute to vent about burner accounts. Like, these same people probably go to church on Sunday and talk about what a good person they are. They spent the whole week telling people they should have been, thrown out with the trash.
Yeah.
And, the burner accounts, you are a scourge upon this planet, and I will never befriend any of you willingly. If one of you is my friend and I don't know about it, if I ever find out, you're out.
You know people that have one.
I know, I'm sure I do. Look, there's a difference between, like, Bunky, who's, like, funny, and he's also self-deprecating. Like, when Ole Miss is not good, he'll wear that, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the ones who like they just.
But he doesn't crawl up in the mentions of people calling them things.
Doesn't put pictures of people's houses on Twitter or call their wives,
by name
and stuff. Yeah, those people. If that's you, you're a problem. You're number two.
How fast it goes is my number two, because and now we have games every night of the week. Burnout's not the right word, but I don't like that the NFL plays Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and now we've got Wednesday and Friday games coming, and it's like I liked that we had special designated days for football.
I do. Friday was high school, Saturday was college.
Yeah.
I could live when there was one Thursday night game. But it is tough now, especially. But that said, I'm gonna devil's advocate you. That stretch we get starts in early October, where we have football every day until the day before Thanksgiving. Which apparently we're gonna have football then now.
Yes,
the day before Thanksgiving. So it's gonna go all the way into what? Late December before we get no football.
It's like 65 days or something this year.
It's nice. I don't have a problem with it.
But how fast it goes.
It does go fast.
The season just absolutely flies by. It'll be week 12 before we know it. And it's just like, where the hell did this, where did it go? That is my second least favorite thing about it. Number one when we come back, and then yours, because there's a lot of yours on the text line. Our top 5 least favorite things about college football season. We'll wrap that up when we come back.
In the Venable Glass Traffic Center, look for delays due to an accident. Right lane blocked northbound on Lakeland just before River Oaks Drive. Also, look for delays. You'll need an alternate route. Old Byram Road is closed at I-55. They're both directions on Old Byram Road.
Trust your heavy haul transportation needs to Southeastern Services. With years of experience hauling and operating heavy equipment, you can trust their team to handle your job with confidence. Southeastern Services, where trust meets the road. Call 601-292-9932.
Own the John Deere compact tractor you've always wanted. Now with 0% financing on all 1 through 4 series models at Ag Up Equipment. Visit agup.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Spring cleaning just got a lot more meaningful. As you clear out, turn those gently used clothes, shoes, and household items into something powerful by donating to Goodwill of Mississippi. Your donations stay right here in Mississippi, helping people gain job skills, find employment, and build brighter futures. And get ready. Goodwill is opening a brand new donation center and retail store in Ridgeland, making it easier than ever to give and shop. Don't wait, make an impact today. Visit goodwillms.org to find a donation center near you.
I'm John Ellis Ray. I'm an account manager here at Cell Oil Company. Here at Cell Oil, we provide a variety of Shell products, Service Pro, and Purist products, along with other greases, diesel exhaust fluid, bulk diesel, and gasoline fuel. We strive to provide stellar service, quality products, and competitive pricing. At Cell Oil Company, our customers are our #1 priority. I came to work for Cell because they align with my family values. They know how to take care of their customers and their employees. My name is John Ellis Ray, and I am Cell Oil Company. Cell Oil, ride with us.
Hey, this is Bob, and if you're like me, you like dealing with local people. Majestic Metals was founded in Mississippi in 1954 and are headquartered right in Gluckstadt. For complete metal building systems and steel roofing and siding, call the hometown folks. Majestic Metals, 800-647-8540 or online at majesticmetalsinc.com.
At Fillmore Buick GMC, we strive to make buying your next vehicle easy and take care of you long after you drive off the lot. That means upfront and honest pricing, doing everything we can to make the time you spend in the dealership as short or as long as you need. It means we understand that purchasing a vehicle is more than just a transaction for you. We want you to enjoy the experience as much as we appreciate your business. Find your next Buick, GMC, or pre-owned vehicle at FillmoreBuickGMC.com. Fillmore Buick GMC. You drive everything we do.
Please be advised. Pass to hear what the most influential Mississippians are talking about. Mornings with Richard Cross on Super Talk Mississippi.
Talk Mississippi on the SuperTalk app, your local SuperTalk station, and at supertalk.fm.
Rumors spreading round in that Texas town about the shack outside the game. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
I always laugh that the guy who doesn't have a beard in ZZ Top is named Frank Beard. The drummer is no beard.
I wonder if he did it ironically.
He didn't grow a beard ironically?
Yeah.
It could be.
All right, your #1 least favorite thing about college football season.
I say it all the time. And it really does irk me. You know, college football season used to be a beautiful thing of each week meant something and everything. It's ESPN making everything about the playoff starting on week 0. They start talking about the playoff. And somebody made a really good point. I think it was Bud Elliott. He was like, he was talking about Booger McFarland. Booger McFarland was making this point, and Bud kind of expanded upon it. It's like, Booger McFarland's senior year, LSU was like 10-2, something like that. They didn't go to the playoff. They went to the Peach Bowl. They played Clemson. They finished the year ranked like 16th or 17th. Do you think anybody told them that year they were having a terrible year because they weren't playing for the national title? No. LSU fans were like, that's a good year. We had a good year this year. What were we, 9-3, 10-2? That's a fine year. That's not. Nobody thinks like that anymore. It's like if we didn't make the playoff, we failed. You know, not everybody gets to make. There's 12 teams. If your team goes 9-3, you had a great season. You went in 12 Saturdays. You were happy on 9 of them. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. You're going to a good bowl. Go enjoy that if you want, or just watch it on TV, whatever.
And the NFL can get with the weekly playoff talk because half the league makes it, and the division winners make the playoff, so you don't have to be the best team to.
If you're a team like Georgia and your team goes 9-3, it's okay to be disappointed. All right, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like your team, it was expected to be better. That's fine. But if you're, if Mississippi State goes 9-3, I don't want anybody saying, "Well, it's okay." I don't want that. South Carolina
would be up for
Missouri,
coach of the year if they go 9-3.
If Missouri goes 9-3 and misses the playoff again, I mean, the last 4 years they've won 10, 8, and if they won 9 this year, I don't want their fans complaining. Like, it wasn't that long ago, Missouri, you were going 4-8 every year.
Yeah,
enjoy it. Enjoy your season. You don't have to play for the national title to enjoy your college football season.
Mine is probably an obvious one as well, and it's cost. These athletic departments, even in the having to pay players era,
it's a lot.
They still wildly spend so inefficiently within all of their departments. I'm not talking about Ole Miss and State exclusively, everybody. The way they spend is absurd. The buyouts, the contracts, the stuff that non-revenue sports get, the coaches of these non-revenue, all this stuff, they spend wildly and so inefficiently. And then they tell you that they don't have enough. And so your parking pass, it costs more this year. Your tickets, sorry, that costs more this year. Your tailgating, costs more this year. Oh, you got to give a donation here too. And, oh, by the way, if you don't give to the collective, you don't care about winning either. So you got to donate money there too. Oh, and by the way, the merchandise, more expensive. And oh, by the way, we've partnered with Fanatics that makes garbage. So you're spending more and getting less. And oh, by the way, you want to go watch practice? Sorry, we don't do that anymore. Nope, can't do that. It's ridiculous how much being a fan costs you out there listening. It's ridiculous how much they take from you because they know that you care so much and that you'll keep spending it. They take advantage of you. They know it. That is my least favorite thing about football season is how the fans get treated. It will always bother me, and unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to change. No. All right, to the text line we go. Least favorite 11 a.m. games at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. Jeff, the Southern Miss fan, says, my number one would be losing nearly every week.
Oh, Jeff, you won 7 games last year.
I don't think you've got a 2-10 headed your way with Blake Anderson, man. I really don't.
I don't either. Yeah.
Derek says, number one, the financial investment it takes for a family of four to enjoy the Grove and the game. Season ticket holder and member of a tent group.
Yeah. Just even if you weren't a season ticket holder and just wanted to bring your family of 4, you wanted to buy 4 tickets, drive up to Oxford, drive up to Starkville. You even if you're just doing day of, you're not going to stay the night.
Yeah,
you're still spending a ton.
$600 to $800
easily.
Having to drive home after a 6:30 kick game is the worst. If it's a 2-hour plus drive, you get home after midnight. Bill in Oxford, this one's funny. Number 5, instant replays. Number 4, commercials. Number 3, commercials. Number 2, commercials. Number 1, you guessed it, commercials. We get September heat.
You know what's worse than September heat is October heat. In October, I'm just like, all right.
It's not supposed to be hot anymore.
It's time to calm down here. Nothing worse than like an October 20th kickoff, and it's still like 91 degrees outside. Yeah. Like, come on. Get me into the 70s already.
Brian says, hate no kickoff returns anymore. You're right about that. The kickers are so good. You don't.
It's like, I feel like when there is a return, there was a mistake.
Pretty much.
I agree.
Or like maybe wind or something like that. But I do give credit to the NFL for trying. I know it looks weird. The president's even commented on how much he doesn't like it. At least they're returning the ball. Yeah. Like the kickoff is a play again in the NFL. In college, like Ole Miss and State have really good kickers. Really good kickers. The kickoff,
but they also have good athletes who could return kicks if they had the chance.
Right. But the kickoff for Ole Miss and State games this year is a meaningless play with how good their kickers are.
You could just go ahead and put it on the 25.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Somebody says, I have a better sound system on my phone than Davis Wade. Oh,
it's really bad. He's apparently not exaggerating much.
We got a top 5 here. Number 5, neutral site games. Number 4, the timing of the transfer portal. That's a good one. Yeah. Neutral site games. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How long the playoff takes to get played this year.
Agreed.
What is it, 54 days?
It's just so dumb. It should just be 4 weeks.
Today's College Game Day show, meaning like the modern version of College Game Day.
Not a fan of it, yeah.
And the number 1, he says Alabama.
Well, I mean, I get it. You're not alone.
I had an honorable mention of the sarcastic watch party guy.
Oh.
You know the guy I'm talking about.
Sports ball?
Yeah.
Hope both teams have fun.
That guy.
Was that a home run? Like, get out of the house. That guy never gets invited to my house. I don't have to worry about him. That guy doesn't exist in my world.
Or he's like, why do y'all care so much?
Get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
Get out of my house.
Or the guy that just roots for the other team just to be that guy. Like, doesn't care at all.
Again. not invited. Not invited to a Hadad cookout.
Those are the worst people.
Yeah.
Punting into the end zone when teams should strongly consider going for it on first down. I remember Billy Brewer's teams trying to draw the opposing team off sides in plus territory, then calling timeout to avoid the delay of game, then punting in the end zone.
I want an addendum. Number 6, my top 6.
Okay.
Is when they, on fourth down, they try to draw the team off sides, and then they just look at the sidelines, and then they let the clock run out. Just go for it. Either go for it or punt. No one is ever, like, how many times out of 1,000 does somebody jump?
Almost
1,
never.
maybe 2?
It never happens.
Just punt the ball or go for it. Quit wasting timeouts.
Yeah, and I actually, you know what's interesting? I read a couple weeks ago about does taking a timeout to save 5 yards directly impact winning? Now, it's really wordy. It was really mathy, but it turns out the 5 yards are less valuable than the timeout. So coaches actually reduce their win percentage by, obviously a very small amount, but they reduce their winning percentage by taking that timeout to save 5 yards. It's better for you to just have a 5-yard penalty than have one fewer timeout in the game.
I agree.
So it's even a bad decision.
Yeah.
Somebody says KJ Costello would have won the Heisman if they gave it out in week 2.
They could have multiple week 2 Heisman people.
So he says, preach it, hey, Dad, tell the burner accounts to come at you. Well, that's the problem is they do. And
they do. I just mute them. I have so many people screaming into the void right now.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
What a great feature that. Also, mute this conversation is a really helpful one.
I'll leave the conversation. I'll let them know that I'm not in there anymore. If I get like a couple, like an Ole Miss fan and a State fan going back and forth about who's worse than the other, just leave the conversation. They'll reply and it just pops me up as not in it anymore. I love doing that.
Somebody says, I disagree. I like football every day. Then I'm depressed when it's over. What am I supposed to do now? Well, watch basketball, except for last year. Probably would have been good to avoid basketball here in this state last year. But anyway. All right, more of these when we come back. Sports Talk Mississippi. Don't go anywhere.
From the Zebra, the best sports talk in the state.
It's the best thing.
Say that again.
We the best on 3. 1, 2, 3. We the best.
Sports Talk Mississippi. Super Talk Mississippi.
Welcome back, Sports Talk Mississippi. Borkey and Hadad with you. So, asking for your least favorite things about college football season as part of our top 5. Somebody says, having to listen to Matt Stinchcomb, Greg McElroy, RG3, or Beth Mowins call your game. And yes, my spelling is horrible. I got you.
How did McElroy get involved in Stinchcomb? I thought they're pretty good.
So, McDonough and McElroy's call of the Sugar Bowl was as perfect of a match to the quality of game as you could have gotten. Those dudes absolutely nailed it that night. Nobody really gives the broadcasters credit after a game like that, but when you go back and listen to the highlights, it's like these guys are nailing every single one of these calls.
Yeah.
One thing I hate the least is once a season. Oh, I'd say along the same lines. Least favorite thing, this is from Ben, calling it week 0. That's ending soon, by the way. Week 0 is going to be week 1, and they're going to have 2 bye weeks, and we're just going to have college football season start in the last weekend of August moving forward. That'll start as early as next year, I think. They're voting on that.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like the 2 bye weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we did it every year because it just gives us one more regular season week, Just prolongs the season a little bit more. I don't hate that at all. Somebody says, my number one thing that I hate about college football season is being a Mississippi State fan.
Aw. Been tough the past few years. There's no question.
Somebody just says, Kirk Herbstreit.
I get it.
Is it a situation where you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, or is there more to it than that? Because
I think there's
more to it than that.
It's like the way he like cried about COVID that time.
Yeah.
Or how he called when State got into a fight with Tulsa, he was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen in college football." And we're like, Jerry Sandusky happened. Things like that happen.
Yeah.
There's been worse things than a fight. Fights have happened before.
There were worse fights than that.
Yeah,
that wasn't even the worst fight.
He's just a little self-righteous at times.
Yeah, I am a dog lover. Mm-hmm. I love dogs. Mm-hmm. Love them. If there's a dog at a party, I'd rather hang out and pet the dog than talk to the people at the party. Why do we care that he gets to bring his dog everywhere? Why do we have to show that on every broadcast? Why do we have to see the dog? We get it. You have a dog, man. And for some reason, you inconvenience everyone around you by bringing your dog to the games that you're calling all the time. I don't get that either.
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but we all have dogs, dude. Mine's not sitting here in the studio with me. I don't know. One of my biggest dislikes of college football is the people who put a lot of weight on preseason rankings.
I don't put a lot of weight on them as much as when you're the number one team in the nation to start the year, that's what you are until you aren't. You gotta just. But I get what he's saying. Like, if you're number 2 in the nation, if you go 0-2, you don't drop out a lot of times. If something like weird were to happen to Ohio State, right, and they were to drop their first 2 games, they won't. But like, they would still be 23rd or 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, it really. It should be like in a best case scenario. It would be you have a preseason poll, and then you have week 1 is the results of week 1. So in reality, like, whoever's ranked number 1 could drop without losing.
You should be able to blow up your poll after the first week of games. Like, just completely blow it up.
Right.
Here's a not-so-hot take, but a seat donation that is required isn't a donation, it's a fee. Call it that. Buddy, you are spot on.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a South Park bit, what is it, Whole Foods, where it's like, would you like to donate? And when you hit no, it's like everything.
Like, can you pull the receipt out of the starving child's mouth there? Yeah. Thank you. You just push on the starving child's distended belly to say no. Yeah, I get it.
John says, number 5 is the domination of sports and casual conversation. Number 4, prohibitive cost of attending. Number 3, TV ads are demeaning and disgusting. Number 2, normalization of sports betting. Number 1, hero worship of players.
John, we appreciate you tuning in, but
this is a sports show.
Why are you here? It appears like you don't like sports, if what I'm getting from that. So.
Oh, man. Somebody says Southern Miss football not having an actual run-out song anymore. It used to be Thunderstruck by AC/DC. Over the past 5 to 7 years, it's just been the fight song.
You got to have a song. What's Ole Miss's?
It's
is it still Victory?
Their run-out song is the wrapped-up version of Kashmir.
That's Victory. That's the name of that song. That's a Diddy song, by the way.
I thought it was called Come With Me.
The name of the song is Victory.
Oh, well. Yeah.
But it is a Diddy song. You might want to change it.
I have said on these airwaves, you don't have to change it. Just go to Kashmir.
Yeah.
That's all I got to do.
I'm old enough to remember when Ole Miss's run-out song was Chris Benoit's theme song.
Really?
Yeah, it was for a little while.
People are trying to make it a corn song.
Peace.
And I please stop trying to make it a corn song.
States is For Whom the Bell Tolls. And then year 1 of Levy, he changed it to Money for Nothing. And I was like, this doesn't work.
No.
Especially because it would have worked if it was like, they show them walking down the tunnel and they're doing the drum solo, and then right when they hit the field is when the guitar. But like, it was like the guitar started immediately, and I was like, this doesn't work. So For Whom the Bell Tolls is in my opinion, a superior Metallica song than Enter Sandman. So
I actually agree with that.
There you go.
You also can't let Money for Nothing play that long.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Somebody had as a walkout in baseball, is like, buddy, you better cut that for the second verse. We're going to be on some problems.
Number 5, no time limit on replays. I agree. You should have a golf-style rule on replays. If it's longer than 2 minutes, then the call in the field stands and you move on. I agree completely. Number 4, Tennessee's black uniforms. Number 3, field goals inside 20 yards. Any August, September daytime kickoff. And then anything to do with Pat McAfee.
There you go.
Is number 1. Let's see. Number 1, I'll go 5-1. Number 5, picking times way before the season when you don't know how important games are. I'm with you there. The 20-minute halftime, that's another one. The NFL halftime is 12 minutes, and the clock starts immediately. The college halftime's 20, and the teams have to leave the field first.
Yes. It's because they have the band. They want the band to have a show.
The band can play in 12 minutes, too.
I mean,
I love the band. I love the band.
You could do a 10-minute show and then get off the field and have 2 minutes.
Yes.
Again. You could do it.
Number 3, surcharge on tickets. Number 2, teams not wearing their own colors. Number 1, Mississippi State wearing 4 different logos on the uniform.
Now you're preaching to the choir. You're in my wheelhouse now.
Paul says, or texting a friend about the game and they seem upset and they hit the all caps text. I'm like, okay, hold on there, Terry. Don't make me bust an all caps lock on your butt.
I occasionally will throw an all caps in.
Number 1 worst thing is fans from every school always thinking the announcers are biased against them. That's a great one.
That's a good one. I agree.
Somebody says, what's the hate on College Game Day now? It's completely lost its fastball.
Yeah, it's not what it is.
They don't highlight the town and the local thing as much anymore. Lee Corso's done, and that really sucks. They have not adequately replaced him. Chris Fowler was good. I like Reese Davis fine, but Fowler was better. It's changed. It has changed a lot, for sure. And then Ole Miss fans are obviously going to hate College Game Day because of the things that Nick Saban and Kirk Herbstreit said on that set for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Somebody says, is it really his dog? Talking about Kirk Herbstreit. I actually believe Kirk Herbstreit's a dog owner.
I tell you what, if that's not his dog and he cried like that, then I'd give him an Oscar. Guy's a better actor than Leo.
I mean, if anything, Kirk Herbstreit cares about his dog too much, which is better than pretending to actually have a dog.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody says Renegade by Styx would be a great run-out song. It would.
The Steelers have that, though.
Do they really? I didn't know that.
The Steelers song, yeah.
Nice. Somebody says, once again, Hadad knows Ole Miss football customs better than Borkey.
I haven't missed an Egg Bowl in Oxford since 1994. So, yeah, I know what song they play when they come out, yeah. Plus, I know the song he's talking about. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's what $8 beer at games. Lock the vault. It's $8 isn't that bad. Go to the World Cup. Like $17 for an Ultra.
Yeah, no, $8 is cheap almost anymore.
Yeah, that's actually not that bad. Yeah, this is a good point. College Game Day is a roller coaster of some depressing national sob story, followed by Pat screaming at you and Chris Fowler, Reese Davis, saying the same thing every week. And you get celebrity guests on there who don't care. They don't know football. They're not fans of a team. Or even worse, you get Ashton Kutcher on there when it's at his rival's school. That's still an all-time snub, in my opinion. It's just...
I was right. You were telling me I was wrong. The song, the P. Diddy song that they probably can just go back to Kashmir, is called Come With Me. I was right.
I don't know if
I was right.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Well, fine then. Either way.
Maybe just go to Kashmir,
It's a Diddy song. Yeah, just go to Kashmir.
100 teams in 100 days when we come back.
In the Venable Glass.
And now we have a special surprise for everyone. Give it to me. More Sports Talk Mississippi right now on Super Talk Mississippi.
All right, we go to the ACC for team number 74 on the countdown of 100 teams in 100 days.
This day is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This day is bananas.
100 teams in 100 days.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
It's the final countdown.
Like I said, team number 74, we go to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College, the house that Matt Ryan built. Team number 74. Alumni Stadium is where they play. It's actually kind of cool. So I imagine you've got to be one of the more higher paying boosters, but their stadium has a parking lot underneath it.
Yes.
You can park right under the stadium, get out of your car, and just walk through the tunnel. And there you are at your seats at Alumni Stadium. 44,500 seats there to watch Bill O'Brien, yes, that Bill O'Brien's Boston College Eagles, attempt to play football. And I say attempt to play football because year one went okay. They went 7-6 and had a fun quarterback, and they were doing some nice things. Last year, they lose that quarterback, and they lost a lot of games. 2-10 after beating Fordham in week 1. They lost at Michigan State in double overtime in week 2. And then it got ugly. They lost at Stanford. They lost to Cal. They lost at Pittsburgh 48-7. They lost to Clemson 41-10. They lost to UConn by 15 points. They lost at Louisville by 10. Notre Dame beat them by 2 touchdowns. They lost to SMU by 32 points. They lost to Georgia Tech. You may remember that game. They lost by 2. It was close. Georgia Tech had to really hold on. And then somehow they won at Syracuse to end the season. So they bookended their 2 wins for a 2-10 for Bill O'Brien last year. This year, you would assume he's on the hot seat if he pops another one of those. They open the season at Cincinnati. So you at least know now that game will be pure. Nobody betting on the outcome of that one that is in that game. At least we don't think so. Then they host Rutgers. So they open the season at Cincinnati, and they host Rutgers in the non-conference. Those are 2 power non-conference games for them. Mm-hmm. They host Maine and Virginia Tech before going to SMU. They have an off week, host Pitt, go to Georgia Tech and Duke before hosting Florida State. They go to Notre Dame, host Syracuse, and go to Miami. That, for an ACC schedule, is about as tough as you can get right there.
Very difficult schedule. Very difficult. I have a question. Do you want Chestnut Hill or do you want Boston?
Both.
All right. Chestnut Hill is a very simple, unassuming little place called McAnally's. Burgers, sandwiches. It's a very simple little deli, it looks like. You get a steak sandwich there, cheesesteak. They got a Boston cheesesteak or whatever you want to call it. Very, very unassuming place. Sounds good. They have one called the Dickens. Thanksgiving all year long. Turkey breast, stuffing, cranberry jelly on a roll. I mean, yeah. It's got a sandwich you make every Thanksgiving, right?
Honestly, leftover Thanksgiving food in between 2 slices of bread is as good of a sandwich as you can get.
That's Chestnut Hill. A little different in Boston. So I've learned about TripAdvisor, like, their algorithm is messed up. Like, it'll have places, it's based on not only the ratings, but how many ratings there are. So, like, if you have a 4.6 with 500 ratings, and somebody else has a 4.7 with 250 ratings, you're ranked ahead of them. So you got to do some digging, is what I've learned here. We're going to a place called Ostra. Borky, you want to get a half dozen oysters? You want to split a half dozen oysters with me?
I would love to.
How much do you think that's going to cost us?
It shouldn't cost what you're about to say that it's going to cost.
It's going to cost $27.
Oh, my gosh.
You want to get a shrimp cocktail with 6 shrimp in it? How much does that cost us, Borky?
I mean, it should be like, what, $10?
$36. Oh, my gosh. Want to get some of this Kaluga Huso caviar?
I have no idea what that is, but I imagine it's ridiculous.
It's $230.
Oh, my gosh.
You want to get an appetizer? You want to get? Let's get a.
This place does look amazing, though.
Let's just get a little Spanish octopus. $32. And then you want a 65 day dry aged ribeye? That's only $98. Never mind that. Let's have a look at the wine list, shall we, Borkey? Borkey, if we go to there, would you like to get let me find the one I was looking at here. Hold on. Here it is. Would you like to get a 2022 Domaine de la Romance Conti? Would you like to get a bottle of that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. It's only $18,335. This wine list has at least 20 wines on it that have a comma in them.
They better cure cancer.
The wine did cure cancer. That's why it was so much. A glass of wine at this place, just a glass, is $20. Jeez, so, if you're ever in Boston, you want to spend big, go to Ostra and tell them that Borkey and Hadad sent you. And tell them we want a commission off of your check.
College football fix after the news.
Sports Talk Mississippi is back.
This is it.
Super Talk Mississippi.
Welcome back. Hour number 3, Sports Talk Mississippi. Michael Borkey, Brian Hadad with you. When guests come on the show, they do so on the Farm Bureau guest line. Check out favorites.com and go with the home team. Exchanged messages with Ross Dellinger earlier, and he said he was swamped, and I was like, with what? There's nothing happening. What are you talking about? You're
I'm
swamped.
sure he was swamped, yeah, that guy.
I mean, they're not only is a...
What did I tell you, and you didn't do it? I said, if you can't get Ross...
I know, I screwed up.
I'll get Portnoy.
I'm dealing with approximately a billion things on the homestead right now, and none of them are getting fixed. You know how you have a bunch of problems, and none of them are promptly fixed, and you have to deal with them every day? I
don't know if we have instant replay on the show. I don't remember, though, asking for excuses. I don't recall that.
Excuses are for losers.
That's right. You want to be treated like a superstar, you better give me superstar effort.
Speaking of superstars, how about we talk about a few of those?
Segue. Yes.
For the College Football Fix.
The College Football Fix is driven by your Mississippi Ford dealers. Built Ford Tough. That's the best-selling truck in America. The Ford F-150. Are you looking for a new truck? Don't be a dummy. Don't waste your time. Go straight to the very top. Your Mississippi Ford dealers today. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
All right, CBS Sports ranked the best, we call playmakers, position group or skill position group players in college football. Running back, wide receiver, tight ends. Who are the best in the sport? Here's what CBS had to say. Number 1, you can probably guess. Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver from the Ohio State University.
Yes.
Remember how they tried to trademark the word "the"?
One of the dumbest things ever.
They got shut down, as you can imagine.
As it should.
I was glad to see number 2, this guy get his flowers. Malachi Toney of Miami.
Unbelievable player.
Dude is spectacular.
I had a lot of fun, because people who didn't follow Miami, watching them in the playoff, they're like, this kid's great. I was like, he's a freshman. It's like, a kid's a true freshman. He should be at prom right now.
I am really surprised, by the way, that his season last season broke the program record in catches. Now, they had playoff games. I'm sure that
played into it. I mean, Miami's got a rich tradition of receivers, though.
109 catches last year.
That's probably, he did play in more games than any other Miami player ever.
Yeah.
So,
boy,
I'd like to know what the regular season numbers were.
Kejuan Lacey, number 3, obviously running back at Ole Miss. Here's what they said. The Rebels return an ultra-productive offensive weapon after his campaign established him as a household name across the SEC. A powerful between-the-tackles runner with elite burst in the open field, Lacey has the complete skill set coaches covet from a feature back. He's capable of handling 25-plus touches on a Saturday and still producing explosive plays deep into the fourth quarter. He has high-level consistency. That might be his best attribute. Week after week, he delivered against top competition while serving as the focal point of the offense. He enjoyed 7 multi-touchdown outings and scored in every game but one, With the Rebels again expected to contend for a playoff berth, Lacey will be front and center in the national spotlight. If he replicates last season's production at Ole Miss remains in the championship conversation, don't be surprised if he emerges as a top-end Heisman contender and the nation's top running back. One thing he can add to his game, by the way, is receiving, and he's been working on that, and apparently this offense is going to ask him to do that a little bit.
Okay. He feels like a guy who would be a weapon in that. I mean, he's good in the open field. He's got some elusiveness. Mm-hmm. Does he just have bad hands? What's the deal?
That offense just didn't. They didn't ask for it.
I recall when Snoop Connor and Ely were there. Maybe it's more of a Levy thing than a Weiss thing. I don't know. So. Like they dump the ball off on some screens or just some short passes and let those guys get out in the open field. But you're right. Like Quinshon Judkins didn't catch a ton of passes. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I think, and I don't know if it'll be much, but that's the only thing when you look at Lacey's game, I think, that he's truly missing. Pass blocking is exceptional. Physicality's there. Balance is there. Breakaway speed is there. I mean, he's got all that. The one thing he just hasn't demonstrated yet is that. And, if he's going to be a first-round pick, showing that would go a long way. I certainly think he can. That position's interesting in the NFL and who gets picked where and when and who needs what. You got a lot of running backs about to come off the board, too, in terms of their careers, if you look at it. Mm-hmm. I don't think Derrick Henry's got too many years left. Alvin Kamara possibly is going to play his last season. Yeah. I don't think Christian McCaffrey's going to spend too much more time in the NFL. Yeah. There's going to be some teams that are going to be like, I kind of need to prepare for life after this guy. Yeah. In this draft. We'll see. Cam Coleman, number 4. He's at Texas.
Very fair. Good player. Really good player. I had nothing more to add. That was all I had, yeah. Number 5.
Number 5, Ahmad Hardy, running back at Missouri, when healthy.
Yeah.
For sure.
And they make the comment, assuming he's back to full strength. So 2 of your top 5 players are SEC running backs.
Mm-hmm. Ole Miss fans learned this name, Isaac Brown at Louisville, the running back there. 7.5 per carry in his career so far.
Good player. Fun, exciting player. This could also be like, these are best, but these are all exciting players.
Yeah. Deuce Robinson, number 7, the wide receiver at Florida State. Florida State fans have basically they've just given up on this season. It's wild to see a proud program be like that.
To move on from Norvell. I don't know who their next coach will be, but I'll be surprised if Mike Norvell's coaching in November, the way their fans feel.
They were going to move on from him if Kiffin would have told them yes in the back channels.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, there's probably a few programs in the country you could say that about. That if Lane Kiffin would have said yes to us, we'll change coaches.
Yeah. But in that case, like that's a job that he actually would have,
he could have considered it. Yeah,
would have considered.
Yeah.
Cam Cook, the running back at West Virginia, number 8, he transferred from Jacksonville State.
Sunbelt puts out some running backs.
Yeah, they do.
They end up at these Power 5 schools. Almost 1,700 yards, 16 touchdowns a season ago for the Gamecocks.
Indiana has a wide receiver that stuck around after the national championship run. Charlie Becker is his name. He's number 9.
19.9 yards per catch last season. Take that.
That'll work. Number 10, Tradez Green, the absolute freakish size tight end for LSU. He's every bit of 6'7". He can run. He's long. Has not produced yet to this point. Didn't get hurt as well. But that offense uses the tight end, and he has got a physical ability that should thrive in that offense.
Should. We'll see. He's going to hopefully be what Eric Gilbert was supposed to be for the LSU offense this year. And you mentioned it a second ago. The Kiffin Weiss offense knows how to highlight the tight end position.
KJ Duff, the receiver from Rutgers, making the list at number 11. Mm-hmm. Terrence Carter Jr., Texas Tech's tight end. I guess we know who his quarterback's going to be, and we also know who it's not going to be.
Right.
Caleb Hawkins, the running back from Oklahoma State, will be number 13. He was at North Texas, transferred from there to Oklahoma State to follow his head coach. DeCorian Moore, the wide receiver from Oregon, is number 14. L.J. Martin, the running back from BYU, is number 15. Look out for BYU this season. They could be a playoff team.
This might be the year they finally break through. They've been the team that's been the closest to the playoff the last 2 years without actually getting in. Yeah.
The rest of the list, Jamari Johnson, tight end from Oregon at 16. Wyatt Young, the Oklahoma State receiver, at 17. That North Texas offense was really good last season. As you can imagine, he transferred from there. Antoine Raymond, the running back from, again, Rutgers at number 18.
Is Rutgers going to be good?
Apparently. Yeah. Deshaun Bishop, Tennessee's running back at 19.
Good player. Really good.
Is it Dyer Hill?
Yeah.
Running back from Oregon at 20. Ryan Coleman Williams, number 21 at Alabama.
What would he have been on this list last year? 2 or 3?
2 or 3.
Been right behind Jeremiah Smith.
Chris Henry Jr., the Ohio State wide receiver, they'll have a
true freshman
elite unit again.
Another one. Like, he's the next guy. Like, Jeremiah Smith will be gone after this coming season. Chris Henry Jr. will jump in. By the way, Chris Henry Jr. I remember Chris Henry.
Gross. Doesn't that make you feel?
It does. It does.
Mario Craver.
Should be higher.
At number 23, Texas A&M's wide receiver.
Should be higher. Super talented.
Braylon Staley, Tennessee's wide receiver at 24.
Really good.
Is it Elias Williams, Georgia's tight end, at 25? And then Danny, is it
Scudero?
Cadero, no S.
Scudero.
Wide receiver from Colorado. So that's a fun little list. Why not? From CBS Sports, the top 26 skill position players in college football for the 26th season. Some portal news in baseball just hit with a local flair. We will tell you about that when we come back. But that was your college
some
football
going
fix.
Out, some coming in.
Yeah, no kidding. Driven by Ford. We'll be back.
From the
Hearing Sports Talk Mississippi. Super Talk. Super Talk Mississippi.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
Welcome back, Borkey and Hadad, Sports Talk Mississippi. Braden Randall has, or intends to enter the transfer portal. You get 2 news cycles out of the same player. On 3 does that sometimes, where a player intends to enter the portal, and then 24 hours later, player entered the portal.
It's smart business. You can't fault them.
Yeah, that is true. But you would like to have kept him. I'm not surprised by this decision. He wasn't going to play in the middle infield. You've already got that solidified. Owen Pano took his job at short. He's good enough to go play shortstop somewhere. It just wasn't going to be where he was, and so him leaving the portal, again, you wanted to keep him. He could have helped you, but I understand and I'm not surprised that he is going somewhere else. He wasn't going to play shortstop at Ole Miss next year. I think maybe there's more nuance to it than that, but a black and white definition is Owen Pano took his job. And so he's going to go try to get a shortstop job somewhere else, would be my guess.
That'll be the case then. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. So, first, real quick, we're about to go over this thing, but please do not follow Blake Levine, sports reporter. Thank you. That's my PSA for today.
Is that a fake account?
No, it's a real account.
Oh,
it's a guy who lives in Kansas trying to continue to report on Mississippi stuff. He is an aggregator. He tries to break other people's news. He's not a good person. Don't follow him. Just unfollow. I promise if you follow me and the other great people here on the actual beat, you get the same info in time, which we'll talk about right now. Mississippi State adds a player from the transfer portal, Josiah Overbeek. This sounds like a Mississippi State Bulldog. Let's just be honest.
Or an actor on a late 90s, early 2000s.
If you told me that Josiah Overbeek was making a special guest appearance on Law and Order, I'd buy that, okay? He's the really tough police commissioner.
If you guys aren't familiar with who we're talking about, there's an actor with a kind of similar name.
Talking about James Vanderbeek?
Yeah, Vanderbeek, Overbeek, close enough.
Close enough. Anyway, this guy hits bombs, and he was with the Army, so I guess it makes sense, right? Batted .314 last year, 17 home runs as a true freshman, slugged .712, led the nation as a freshman. Was the highest freshman, I should say, in OPS, 1.226, and 56 walks. So for a power hitter to get walked like that is pretty darn impressive. This is probably your Ace Reese replacement. This is the guy who State will put over there on the hot corner. So State has done a good job of they've got some good hitters coming in from this transfer portal class. Still got some work to do on the pitching side of things, but they have, trying to replace Sullivan and Reese and Stallman and Fry. That's a lot of home runs to try to replace. State's doing that thus far, so pretty good transfer portal class for the Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm. Somebody says Randall was a much better hitter than Owen. Break out the cash and keep both. Cash, all caps, money sign. I mean, ideally, you could just give loads of money to every single player that you want on your roster. The reality is you can't do that.
Right.
And I'm sure there was an offer on the table for him to stay. I'm sure there was. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm doing a lot of assuming today, and you know what they say about assuming. But you can't just throw money at every single player that you like or want. You've got to be efficient with it. Even at a place like Ole Miss that cares a heck of a lot about baseball, there's still people say there's no salary cap, as you say all the time. Yes, there is. It just varies by school. There's only so much money that you have, and maybe he wants to play shortstop somewhere. Maybe there's no amount of money that would get him to stay. I want to play shortstop. I want to be in the middle infield even, and
won't be here, so we don't have to worry about him no more. Who was the guy earlier we were talking about from Ole Miss? Was a pitcher, wasn't it?
Oh, that was nothing there yet.
Nothing there yet. Okay, that was a rumor. Okay.
Yeah, that I told you in between.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we talked about it on the show or in. Yeah,
no.
Okay. Yeah, like for State yesterday, Tyler Pitzer, kind of the same thing, right? Like he goes in the portal, he wants to start, and I think he's a good pitcher. I think he can be a starter, but is he going to start over McPherson and Valinkas and either Duke Stone or Jack Bauer? No. So on to the next for him. It's just the way that it goes. Guys, that's what the transfer portal allows for. If you get beaten out, you still feel like you're a good player, you got a chance to go find a new spot. I don't have a problem with that. That's the way the transfer portal really should be working, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I'd love for everybody would love to keep depth. They'd like to keep their good players, but guys want to play, and they're going to go find opportunities, and that's what the transfer portal is supposed to provide.
Yeah, I'm with you there. That kind of stuff. Fringe players leaving does not bother me.
Yeah.
Starters that have great offers that still leverage the portal and leave anyway, that's a different conversation. But guys like what we're talking about here, I have no problem seeking, hey, you want to go play in the middle infield somewhere, go. You want to go be a starting pitcher somewhere, it's not going to happen where you are, go ahead. Your eligibility is only so far. Or only so long. Ideally, everybody would stay where they are and stick with it and all that, but not everything's ideal, I guess. I'm waffling a little bit, but it just doesn't bother me.
Well, look, it's one of those things, right? If you're a fan of a team, you would like to keep your good players. But there's only 9 starting positions, and guys want to win them. And if you realize, hey, I've been beaten out here, but I'm still a good player, this guy might just be a little bit better than me, go find a spot. I get it. I understand it. I don't have a problem with it, By and large, I would say, like from a State perspective, I'm trying to think of a player that, and from just talking about baseball, who has State lost to the portal that they would have really liked to have kept? There's just not a guy that stands out to me. in that. Would you say that for Ole Miss the same? Like, is there a guy you're like, they would have rather him stayed? You know, like a guy where they're like, we have to go now. They have to go recruit a guy
in the
to
portal.
replace him.
Not yet.
Yeah, a guy that
not yet.
You would say Ole Miss has to go recruit a guy to replace this person because he left in the portal.
Not in the portal, but obviously, Taylor Rabe, you got to go find a weekend
but that's
starter.
Yeah, he's going to the draft. That's a different situation. Now if Rabe enters the portal and goes somewhere else, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure Taylor Rabe's going to hear his name called very early in the Major League Baseball draft.
I wonder how many rounds he moved up in the last 5 weeks.
Oh, a lot.
Half a dozen, maybe more.
I mean, what do you think? He's a second-round guy right now?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Interesting stuff.
It is. We didn't talk about it. We should probably put on winners and losers, but another Mississippian in the majors. Saw Blaze Jordan, former Bulldog signee. That's a guy who, if you followed his recruitment, you started hearing about Blaze Jordan like when he was 13. You're like, this kid is hitting bombs out of major league stadiums in junior high. Well, goes up to the majors, and what does he do? He hits a bomb out of a major league stadium. In his first game, he gets a home run for the Cardinals. So shout out to him. Shout out to Blaze Jordan. That's another. Like I said, that's a kid that I remember starting to hear about him in like 2015 or something like that. Maybe not 2015, but like 2016, 2017, something like that. You would hear whispers like, there's this 8th grader in North Mississippi who looks like Babe Ruth. And, yeah, now he's in the majors. Congrats to him.
Somebody says lost Andrew Fisher and Liam Doyle. Oh, I'm sorry, Hadad. I thought you were talking about just this year.
Oh, I was talking about overall, yeah. So, yes.
Oh, yes.
That would have definitely been it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But ironically, those guys, Wes Mendez, they all left because the program was in bad shape. They never made it to Omaha, and the guys that stayed did. Funny how that works out that way.
How it works out, yeah.
Those two guys transferred to Tennessee because Tennessee was the better program at that time, and the ones that stuck it out, Luke Hill, even though he ran out of eligibility after last season, but Luke Hill and Furness and Judd, those guys got to go to Omaha, and Mendez and Fisher and Doyle and those guys did not. Life kind of finds its way sometimes. Cooper Pratt starting at shortstop tonight for the Brewers, somebody says.
Yes. Magnolia Heights, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What about the receiver? State lost to Ole Miss back in like 2021. Malik Heath.
So you're talking about Malik Heath. I was just talking about baseball, but in that instance, and look, obviously State probably should have worked to keep him, but State did not want to keep him in that time. They did not.
It did ultimately work out.
It worked out perfectly for Malik Heath. He had a great season at Ole Miss. That's a miss by Mississippi State. There's no question. But I will tell you, at the time he left, the option to come back was not presented to him.
He's been in the NFL ever since. So
yeah, he made the right decision for him. Mississippi State, in retrospect, you could say maybe did not make the right decision, but that's how it worked.
601-879-4395, the C Spire text line. Stick with us.
From the Zebra Sports Talk, Mississippi.
Boom! Are you ready for some football?
On Super Talk, Mississippi.
I just tweeted about it, if you saw. I will be on Mornings with Richard Cross tomorrow at 8:05. We're going to talk about the World Cup.
You know who's not going to be there?
But my streak is intact of times being on Mornings with Richard Cross without Richard Cross. So the streak lives to see another day. So join me tomorrow at 8:05, which I guess it's not the earliest I've ever been on Super Talk because we did that show this past past Black Friday.
Oh yeah,
where we're 6 a.m.
You know they're going to make us do that again, right?
They better give me a hotel room.
They're going to make us do that again.
I'm not leaving Starkville at 3:30 in the morning.
Hey, now we're going to set up in the Grove. Coffee and donuts in the Grove.
That's fine. That's fine. But I'm staying in Oxford. I'm going to eat my Thanksgiving meal, and then I'll drive to Oxford. But I'm not doing that in the morning. I'm saying now, I'm starting a line in the sand. I will not get up in the morning and drive from 4 a.m. to 5:30 to be in Oxford. I will not do it.
Okay.
Those are your options.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I know members of our sales team listen to us. God bless them, but they do. They have to. Technically, it's their job. Black Friday morning in the Grove, a breakfast place and a coffee place. Slap the sponsors on it, and Hadad and I will be there in the Grove.
We'll do it.
Pushing donuts and coffee. Make it happen, and we're there. That sounds like a great idea.
1-0 Norway. Guess who scored?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know who Norway's top guy is?
No.
Haaland? Erling Haaland?
Norway's top guy is Haaland?
His name is Haaland. Yeah, that's kind of funny, but
that'd be like America's best player, Mexico.
We had this discussion. Well, Ron Mexico was a really good player in the NFL. We had this discussion on Friday. You need to Google him and then picture 500 of him getting off the boat and wonder why the Vikings conquered the earth. Like, he is a monster. One of the best goals. He's the best goal scorer in the tournament. He looks like what you would expect a Norwegian alpha male to look like.
I'll take your word for it.
Google him. I mean, it's a quick Google search. Erling Haaland, Haaland, and he is he's a monster. He all he does is put the ball in the back of the net. So,
speaking of, I have my new favorite video of a guy from a foreign country coming to America and experiencing one of our basic things and loving it. Mm-hmm. Here is a French guy.
Okay.
Talking about his trip to a Buc-ee's.
Okay.
All right. Here's the accent's tough, so you got to listen close because he is very French. But here's
like Andre the Giant. I can't wait.
A French guy recapping his trip to Buc-ee's.
The world in the US, and it's called Buc-ee's. They say it's a gas station, but that's a lie. A gas station has a sad sandwich and a coffee machine that never works. This place has 120 pumps. 120. Why? Are you refueling the US Air Force? Are you preparing for an alien invasion? That's terrifying. And the mascot is a beaver in a baseball cap. I saw grown men taking photos with a statue of a rodent. In France, we have revolutions. In the US, you bow down to a squirrel on steroids. And inside, the aggression. A man with a knife screaming a fresh brisket on the board. Sir, calm down. I just want sparkling water. Don't kill me. But I have a problem. I wanted to hate it. I wanted to be the superior Frenchman snob. But then I ate the beaver nuggets. I don't know what is in them. I think it's sugar, butter, and pure methamphetamine. I ate one and I had the whole bag in the parking lot like a wild animal.
Dude,
and the toilets, I have to admit it.
He's cursing right there. You might want to turn that off.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Dad, I'm reading the...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. He's using a French accent, so it doesn't sound like it.
No, he didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes, and the end was the best.
He said something about getting a blanking water.
Sparkling.
I don't think that's what he said.
Hey, Dad, he said sparkling water.
He's got a really thick accent.
He has a French accent.
It sounded
you
like
ruined
something.
it.
No, I didn't. I may have saved us.
Hey, Dad, he even put captions on his video.
The captions don't always work.
But, Dad, this is his video.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Dad, you ruined it. He said sparkling water.
Yeah, people on the text line are agreeing with me. If he said sparkling, I don't know, man. I don't think it doesn't sound like it. It didn't sound like it
because he's French.
I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying. It popped up twice. So I was like, did he say? And then the second time was when I had to jump in because I wasn't sure.
Okay, I mean.
Sir, calm down. I just want sparkling water. Don't.
Hey, Dad, you hear the S. What are you talking about?
I did not hear the S. I did not. Don't play it again.
Hey, Dad. I'm going to because it needs to be abundantly clear that that did not get played on this show.
Okay.
Sparkling water, don't...
You hear the sparkling water.
I guess, if you say so. It's tough.
It's not tough.
I'm not the only one who thought it. There's all the C-Spire text line saying, yeah, I think he's right.
Because I am right. You ruined it. The end was the best part.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to save us from an FCC violation here.
Well,
wouldn't be the first time.
The last line is "God bless the beaver." He says, "God bless the USA. God bless the beaver." Is the last thing he says.
Okay.
He said, "I came to judge, and I stayed for the snacks."
Yeah.
God bless the USA. God bless the beaver.
Well, there you go. I'm just saying, it sounded different.
Yeah, read the text line right now.
Yeah. There's some division. It's coming up next on Sports Talk Mississippi. Is the dress blue and black or white and gold?
Oh, I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
It's hilarious.
Don't get me wrong, but like the first time he said, I was like, "What did he say?"
Sparkling water.
He said, at best, he said spuckling.
Yeah, because he's got a French accent.
But that doesn't sound like it. Sounded like something else. And I think he may have said parking lot, but it sounded like something else. You weren't agreeing with me.
He's got an accent, though. If you just listen to the accent, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. That guy doesn't speak very good English.
It's like I'm just you see my concern. I'm trying to look out for you here. I don't want you to have to sit down in a meeting and be like, yes, I played this awful clip with all these terrible words. I don't want you to have to do that.
I vetted it before I hit play on it because it made me laugh earlier. Because I went to one on Sunday, the one in Leeds, I guess is where it technically is.
I've stopped there many times, yeah.
Oh, it was horrible, though. There were so many people. You couldn't move.
Well, that's just that's every trip to Buc-ee's.
But they had
there is no time when you go to Buc-ee's and you're like the only person in there.
They had a buy 4, get 3 free deal on fudge. So I got peanut butter, I got red velvet, I got it all. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think I'm still paying for it today. This is a blue dress, gold, white dress.
Half the text line is saying, "Hey, Dad's right." Half the text line is saying, "No, he said sparkling."
The S at the very beginning gives it away.
Well,
he's just got a bad
sentence,
French accent.
When he says listen to the whole sentence, I just want it doesn't come across as he's stopping to say sparkling.
Because he sounds like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of his mouth. Is what he's.
I'm going to get Andre the Giant in there. The sparkling water. I need something like that.
Oh man.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to
Somebody says,
I was recently in Paris. They do, in fact, say sparkling water like that. Can verify. False. Me and my roommates at ICC drove to Buc-ee's at 2 a.m. We were the only people at Buc-ee's when we got there. All right. Well, there you go.
Gosh, that probably is the best time to go. It's also the best time to drive through Atlanta, too.
But the problem is it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So, like,
but,
the rest of your
sandwich,
your next day is shot.
But imagine how that brisket sandwich hits at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I've never gotten a brisket sandwich at Buc-ee's.
I'll be honest.
I tend to stick to the bakery. It's not great. I tend to stick to the bakery. I like to get a cloche cinnamon roll. I like to get some candied cashews. I'll get some fudge, a little beef jerky.
Man, the beef jerky.
I make it worth my while when I go to Buc-ee's.
An American institution.
It is.
Somebody walking in behind us said, "Where's Messi?" on our way in. I can't believe he lives in America.
Yeah.
Like, he spends I guess he's, like, going to live here forever.
Yeah. Well, like, I saw a video of him at the grocery store, and he was just shopping. And it was the difference between America and Europe. In Europe, he could never do that. Like, if Messi walked into any building, people would mob him. In America, they're like, who is this dude? Why are they filming him? Yeah, eventually somebody would know who he was, but not to the way like that. The cheesesteak burrito is the superior Buc-ee's delicacy.
I have not tried that yet.
Cheesesteak burrito is an interesting concept.
Most of the state drives by one on their way to the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one down there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What happened?
We have a remote at Mississippi Gulf Coast in August. How close are we? Oh, I got to look that up. I need to know that. Might be worth
content.
Might be worth driving down.
We'll wrap the show up with you next. Maybe have a sparkling water during the break. By the way, those stink out loud. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of those. To each your own. If you like them, great. Like, I'm not knocking you. I've tried them. I don't understand it. We'll be back in just a bit.
From
Sports Talk Mississippi, your new home for exclusive sports coverage here in the Magnolia State.
Let me put it to you this way.
Right here on Super Talk Mississippi.
About a 45-minute drive from our friends at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College to that Buc-ee's. I don't think we're going to make that.
That's a long
drive.
day.
That's a long day. Especially, I mean, driving from Starkville to the Gulf Coast is already a long day.
Yeah, longer than mine, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
that's almost 5 for me.
Ooh, goodness.
So, adding another 45 to it is probably not going to happen. It's a shame.
It's a cool place.
I do love Buc-ee's. I love to go there. I've never had a bad time.
A lot of people down on the coast glad to hear you listening, or glad to have you listening down there on the coast, talking about their proximity to it. I would go if I lived by 1 hour. I really would go all the time. I really would.
Oh, if there was a Madison, if there was a Buc-ee's off of I-55 South. In between Canton and
I would
Jackson.
just work there, honestly. I would be there so much. You might as well just give me a job.
It's like $30 an hour.
Yeah.
just to stock the shelves. Why not?
I'll do weekend night shifts, boys, as long as I can get my hands on the beef jerky there.
Yeah.
That Ghost Pepper one, though, kind of wrecked me on the way to media days last year. I ate the entire bag.
You dummy.
Not a smart decision.
Shouldn't eat anything Ghost Pepper before you go anywhere. If you're at home, sure.
I do like the uber spicy stuff, but that...
I do too, but man, I got to be at home for that.
There was another few hours of the drive after that, too.
I remember you coming in, you were just like sweating about it. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not.
It was not a smart idea.
It was not.
Unfortunately, we will not pass a Buc-ee's on the way this year, though.
Well, we'll be in an airplane, so we might
in an airport.
We might pass one. We might fly over a couple of them. I don't know, but we aren't going to be, near one. Yeah.
That might be my first question to Greg Sankey is, first of all, Commissioner, Tampa, how dare you?
Yeah. Why are we here?
Thanks for this.
We could have gone anywhere.
We don't get private jet usage, buddy.
Yeah.
This costs for us.
Yeah. We could have gone anywhere, Greg.
Well, whatever happened to Hoover, Alabama? Let's go back there. Get back to our roots,
Did you see the big news, culinary news today, by the way?
No.
After 3 decades, to honor America, McDonald's bringing back the fried apple pie. Oh, yeah.
250 is a great number, apparently.
I wish they'd bring back the fried cherry pie. That was the better option. But fried apple pie.
Wait, so the apple pie that I had as a kid from McDonald's, what was the difference between that and, you said after 30 years?
It's been 23 years.
Okay.
So that was the one. Yeah, they stopped having it. Now
it
it's
was
back.
So good, though. And it was like $1 for 2.
It's coming back now.
What's the price, though? Like $8?
I don't know. That I can't help you with. Just getting the pie back was all I could do for you.
I still keep falling for the corporate. I saw that there was a specific beer company that had cans that were the jerseys that we have that have like just like a waving American flag on it. That's the whole can.
Yeah.
I am going to search far and wide for those cans.
You are.
I'm a corporate shill.
I'm going to I'm going to find a product and just put the American flag on it.
I'm going to buy it.
I know you'll buy it.
Nobody
else.
I am the sucker that they get in these meetings.
I thought of you. I was at like a CVS or something, and they had a whole display of the body wash with the American flag. I
bought
was like, Borkey just walked out of here with the display.
It smells okay. I bought one.
It smells like America.
What does America smell like?
Frying oil, light beer, apple pie.
Whatever winning smells like.
Victory. Well, that's napalm. Napalm is what smells like victory. That's what I was told. What does a baseball smell like?
Ooh, that's a great smell.
But the smell of the glove. You put the glove near your face, you smell it.
Ooh, that could be a top 5. Sports smells. The top 5 sports
Number
smells.
1 is so easy. Just the smell of freshly mowed grass on a baseball or football field. Number 638, the locker room.
I don't know, though.
How many things are there to rank? The locker room smell will be last.
But don't you kind of miss it?
So I think I've talked about this before. We did a remote at Colin one time, and they asked me to do like one of those little videos. Yeah. And we went down to the locker room, and the smell hit me, and I hadn't smelled that smell in like 20-plus years at that point. I'm just like, I know that smell. It's crazy how universal it is. It's the same smell. One. You go to any locker room. It binds us together. State, Ole Miss, Southern Mississippi, your locker rooms all smell the same.
Yep. Ooh, a freshly opened can of tennis balls.
That's a smell.
That's a great
that'll work.
smell. A leather baseball glove.
Yeah, the glove, the smell of the glove.
That's a good one. We might do that tomorrow.
Well, maybe not tomorrow. We'll save it.
But that's a good one.
Yeah.
This, hopefully, was a good one today as well. So glad that you guys join us wherever you are, however you listen. We're just thankful that you are here. From the Pearl River Resort Studio, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
SuperTalk Mississippi Media Production.